Hi, this is Dr. Whiting, and welcome to our online video training series. This is part one, and to start off with, I'd like to begin by telling you a few things about why supplements are important. As you know, supplements are my area of expertise. I have been in the field of biochemistry and clinical nutrition for over 30 years now, and it has been my experience that supplements are absolutely essential to the health and well-being of all of us. You see, there's this concept, and it is false, that we can get all of the nutrients we need, vitamins, minerals, amino acids, antioxidants, and so forth, from a regular diet. This hasn't been possible for at least 50 or 60 years. And the reason for that is, well, there's several reasons. The first reason, of course, is overprocessing of food, cooking of foods, canning of foods, freezing of foods, drying of foods, storage of foods, transportation of foods, sometimes many thousands of miles from where they are grown to where they are eventually purchased and consumed. And each one of these things, in their own way, begins to rob our food, especially of vitamins. Minerals, the largest group of nutrients in the human body, there are at least 70 essential minerals that we know of. Those are depleted because the farmlands on which we grow our fruits, vegetables, and grains have been depleted in these trace minerals. You see, somewhere in the 1930s, they developed this concept in America, and later it spread around the world, of what's called the NPK philosophy of farming: nitrogen, phosphorus, and potash. And what food scientists discovered was that by using a combination and manipulating the combination of those three minerals alone, they could get a much higher yield per acre, they could get faster growing crops and so forth, and because of that they simply abandoned the attention to and the replacement of some 60 plus micro trace elements. And because those are missing from our soil, they're now missing from our plants, and they're missing in the animals that eat the plants. And if you talk to anybody in the farming and ranching industry, they will tell you that they always supplement their livestock, whether it be chickens, cows, pigs, horses, or anybody else, with high nutrition, because they know that the food is no longer essential. Unfortunately, we human beings don't have the same privilege, and we're not given the same information. We are told over and over again that all the nutrients we need are available in what's called the Standard American Diet, which we abbreviate SAD, and that's the saddest diet in the world. Now, another thing that I want to talk about that is of particular importance, I think, to those of you in the fitness industry. If you are consuming the Standard American Diet, and according to the United States Congress, at least 50% of the essential nutrients are 50% deficient in most Americans. That's eating whatever you want. Now let's take a look at someone who wants to go on a diet. This person wants to lose some weight. Well, about the only way to do that is to either reduce or restrict the amount of calories consumed, which would be the amount of food, or the variety of food, such as in a low carbohydrate diet. Well, if the Standard American Diet, eating whatever you want, produces at least a 50% deficiency in nutrients, what do you suppose a diet that is less liberal, more restricted, less amount of food, less variety of food, what do you think that's going to produce? It's going to produce even greater nutrient deficiencies. And when we have a nutrient deficiency situation, we have starvation. Now, we educate our members and clients in the dangers of consuming too few calories, because we have come to learn that consuming a diet that is too low in calories simply puts the body into a state of hibernation. And this is due to the secretion and production of a variety of hormones that we in a group collectively call the starvation hormones. They include cortisol and several others. And when those are produced, the body's metabolism begins to slow down, and the body's ability to store calories as fat increases. That's why oftentimes when you increase the caloric consumption in dieters, in chronic long-term dieters, they actually lose weight at higher calorie intake. Well, the body perceives starvation in two different ways. Number one, a lack of calories. And we're all pretty well up to speed on how that works. But many of us never stop to think that there is a second way, or a second reason why the body would go into a state of starvation chemistry. And that's if you are nutrient deficient. You see, from the body's point of view, we eat food for two reasons. One, for calories or energy, and two, for nutrients. And if the nutrients are not present in the food you eat, and you start restricting foods or variety of foods, and you're getting less nutrients than before, your body is going to perceive that as starvation, even if your calories are sufficient. This is why I urge all people who are on a diet, for any reason, any kind of diet, for any length of time, to take what we call a full spectrum dietary supplement every day. And a little later on in our discussion, in future parts coming up, we'll be talking about full spectrum nutrition and what that is. But suffice it to say, it is my personal belief that every single person needs to have at least a full spectrum nutritional dietary supplement every day that provides at least the 100 plus essential nutrients to the human biochemistry. Then, of course, we have something called targeted nutrition, which we'll get into a little later. Now, how does this whole concept of full spectrum nutrition or supplements benefit you as a business and your members and clients? Well, first of all, it benefits members because it helps speed up recovery. When your members exercise and perspire and tear down muscle with strength building exercises, it is important that they have adequate protein, but it's also important that they have key minerals and vitamins. The B complex nutrients are very important in rebuilding muscle tissue, in increasing lean muscle mass, which is something that, of course, all dieters are concerned about. Not only that, but your members are going to have more energy, they're going to feel better, they're going to have less aches and pains, they're going to have a more positive outlook on life because their body is going to be nourished, it's going to be well, and when their energy level is up, they're going to come to your club more regularly. And as we all know, the more often a member comes to the club, the longer they'll stick with the program, the better results they'll have, and so forth. Recommending and offering supplements to your members and explaining to them how important just the basic full spectrum nutrition can be benefits the club in several ways. First of all, it increases your financial income. Sales from nutritional supplements can be considerable. There are clubs out there that sell many thousands of dollars a month in dietary supplements, and in fact pay a great deal of their basic expenses of operating their club just from the supplements alone. Now, if you've been having some financial trouble in your club, if the last year's been a little tough for you, as it has been for a lot of us, an extra source of income like this certainly couldn't hurt. Secondly, when your members are happy, feeling well, energetic, they're going to stick with the program. And that means you're going to have increased member retention. When those big renewal times come along, you're going to have to be a whole lot less scared and concerned about how many members you're going to lose. Because if they're on our full program, number one, they're not going to be able to get that program anywhere else. Because we are the only organization that offers diet, supplements, and exercise, all in one convenient and easy to do package. Second of all, if your members have had health challenges like arthritis, fibromyalgia, heart problems, diabetes, so on and so on, and through our combination, our three-phase combination of diet, supplements, and exercise, if we can change the quality of life of those people and allow their body to heal and recover, those people are going to love you forever. And that's what it's all about. I'm Dr. Whiting. This has been part one. You can continue on part two.